Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GIno. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Great topics. One, I bet you're wondering where the stats are because the market has shifted. Shift happens, and I only said shift, but shift happens, and it's imperative that you pay attention because just in the last 2 to 3 weeks, the entire market has shifted, and it's shifted to, I'd say, 1 to 2 months earlier than normal?
I think so. Yeah, it definitely has shifted early, so we're in a strong market right now.
No doubt about it. So Paul's going to share with you the stats behind that, the real numbers, what's selling, how much is it selling for, what areas are selling the most for, and all those statistics that's going to help you hopefully take action or at least know when you want to take action. Because that's what we try to do is make sure that you're in the know because I know we have a crystal ball on our table here, Paul, and because we watch the stats like Paul does, we watch them every day. In fact, we now have a national daily blog called the National Real Estate Café with Don and Gino, and you can get that by going to nrecafe.com, nrecafe.com, and it's a 2 to 3 minute video blog on what's going on in real estate, and we give specific stats, charts, information, and it allows us to know ahead of the market what's really happening because we see trends. One report does not make a trend, right, Paul?
No, it takes a series of reports to establish a trend, and we're seeing a trend.
No doubt about it. So let's dive into some of these great numbers that we have here. And it's changed just since yesterday practically. I mean, just you printed this out like 2 days ago for us to start doing some homework on, and it's already decreased. Weren't we up to the number of homes for sale in Santa Cruz? Weren't we back up above 800 for a while there?
We were at one time last year. In the good years, 2005, we were up, a couple thousand homes.
Yeah, we went from
2,500. So,
I know. How about that, huh?
Yeah, crazy, shift in markets.
Now how many do we have?
Well, right now, as of yesterday, 499 listings in the Santa Clarita Valley.
Less than 500. And if you just tuned in, we're here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show every Saturday, 9 a.m. And I'm here with Mr. Paul Dinkel of RE/MAX of Valencia. Good friend, great professional. We've been working together over 15 years, helping clients out. The good thing is, Paul, you do a great job of getting your clients to come back.
Well, my business is mostly based on referrals. So if you do a good job, hopefully they come back to you.
Well, it's called information. You're always really good about paying attention, walking. The thing is, Paul, is you're great at before, during, and after. Everything's a transaction. It's all about that 30-day window when you're buying a home. But it's great to have a professional watching their back and knowing what pitfalls to watch out for. But you're really good before and after. You are a great resource, and I know that's what we pride ourselves on, is being a great resource. So they know where to go to, and they always know who to go to ask those questions that still arise. Do questions ever come up after a home sells?
Oh, my goodness. Sometimes I do more work after the sale than I did before the sale. So, yeah, definitely.
No doubt about it. Okay, so we mentioned to you that we now are below 500 homes total. What kind of price range is popular right now?
Well, the sweet spot of the market is in the 350 to 500,000. That's where a lot of the activity is happening these days.
And so it's not the 800 plus?
There's activity in that price point, but it's not as crazy. It is in the sweet spot, the 350 to 500.
Yeah, we were looking at homes on the market, and there's twice as many homes in the 400 to 600 range than any other range. Twice as many. So like you said, that's in the sweet spot. So that kind of hits the mark when we talk about what percentage of homes are being sold in what area of Santa Cruz. It kind of makes sense that Canyon Country leads the way, right?
Yeah, Canyon Country was always in second place behind Valencia, but this last month it has crept ahead. Right now we're looking at about 29% of the sales are in Canyon Country, and Valencia is a close second.
Yeah, 26, huh? Okay, so where's Stevenson Ranch on that?
Well, Stevenson's Ranch has the bottom spot with 5%. So
only 5%. I live in Stevenson Ranch, so I'm not trying to pick on it.
Well, that's good because if you live there, your home's, the price of your home is really going up.
Yeah, because there's nothing available.
Supply and demand.
I mean, let's see. Well, it doesn't show on here, but I bet you there's, 20-something homes probably available in Stevenson Ranch?
The total number of homes, I don't have that number exactly, but it's not going to be very much.
Right. So
If
people
you took 5% of the 500, so yeah, 25 homes.
Yeah, there you go. Look at you figuring that out
Yeah.
so quick.
You beat me to it.
So that's awesome because you think that would be the sweet spot because they're beautiful homes, but obviously if you live in Stevens Ranch, you'll live there. I mean, it's really you stay there. I mean, I know hardly in the Enclave tract where I live, you hardly see a home for sale. I mean, it's very rare. I've seen 3 for sale in the last year, I think.
And there's people waiting, to buy in various areas like the Enclave and Stevenson's Ranch because no inventory.
Okay, so let's nail that head because that means that if you do live in a desirable area, probably now's a great time to sell, wouldn't you think?
Oh, it's an awesome time to sell. There's no inventory. There's going to be strong demand. You're probably going to get multiple offers on anything you sell. I just sold one of my listings in the Crown Villas in Stevenson's Ranch. It was on the market 7 days. We had multiple offers, and it was the highest priced unit of that size, to date. So the neighbors are loving me. I've raised the bar on the value of their homes.
Yeah, they're throwing a party for Paul Dinkel over at Remax because they just raised the value of their homes. But I mean, that just says a lot where the market's changed, and that's what we want to do. Inform you is that it was a little slower towards the end of the year and the beginning of the year. Foot traffic was up, activity was up, but actual sales and closings was not up yet. But now we've seen it really bang the last couple of weeks. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, we kind of had a low month last month, 197 sales in the Valley. I did a look for this month. For the first half of the month, we're at 122. So if that trend holds, we'll be at 244 or more. So the market is definitely picking up.
That's a big pickup. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's like a 20-30% increase.
Yeah, it is. So it's huge.
No doubt. So if you're listening, again, you're tuned into the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. You can watch us live at donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com. You're here with Don Getling. Gino, we're making him work. He's making sure he closes your brand new homes because the market has picked up, so we're keeping him working like a dog. And we're here with Paul Dinkel of Remax of Valencia, a veteran and a great professional. He's sharing incredible information with you about what's happening today. If you watch the markets and you watch the media, most of the information you get from them is 2 to 3 to 6 months old. What good does that do you? Probably not a whole lot of good, right, Paul?
Well, no, and it's generally for the whole country, and areas are site-specific, so it's really not going to reflect what's happening here in Santa Clarita.
In our own little bubble that's unique on its own, without a doubt. All right, well, we want you to stay tuned because we're going to go into more of what's really happening in the real estate market right here in Santa Clarita. We're also going to touch on a couple other items. One, if the market's so hot, what do I do? What will be your strategies during a multiple listing situation? Multiple offers, I should say. Sorry, multiple offers. You have to have a strategy. So Paul's going to share some ideas with you so you can be successful in this crazy market right here in the Santa Clarita Valley. You're listening to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show and your hometown station, AM 1220 KHCS. Don't go away.